Hi, I'm going to walk you through some of the basics of setting up a Google Classroom. So, if you are in your Gmail, I mean, you can get to this from a million different ways, but we'll just say you're starting in Gmail. If you go up here to the Google Apps, you can click Classroom. It may not show up here. Generally it does, but if it does not, you'll just have to scroll down until you can find more. So click Classroom. And then I already have a whole bunch of classes in here. Yours might be empty, no big deal. You just click the plus sign, so create or join a class. And as the teacher, you're going to create a class. If you're giving directions to your students, they're going to join a class, but you're a teacher, so you're going to create the class. And we're just going to call this test class. Okay? You can give a section, you can give a subject, you don't have to, and you say create. So once you have that class, this is what it looks like. It's got a title. It gives the teacher's name. Okay, you can pick a theme, you can upload photos. There's lots of functionality here. We'll walk you through each of these pieces eventually. So some of the first things that I'm going to show you are how to set a theme. So I'm just going to pick this because I think it's nice. And then it kind of adjusts colors and all of that stuff to go along with it. Once you've created a class, you can either start by adding assignments or you can start by adding students. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to be showing you how to add students and kind of some of that functionality. So you can either invite students, which means that you are going to be emailing them. They have to have a Gmail account. They don't necessarily have to use the school Gmail account, but we recommend that they use their school Gmail account because then that gives you some functionality when it comes to Guardian settings, which I'll show you in just a minute. So you can either email individual students, and I do this for students who, for one reason or another, can't figure out how to join the class. I just end up emailing them and inviting them. But generally, what I do is I just give students this class code, which we gave you in the teacher website to join our class. So you just copy this code, and then you paste it over into whatever it is, wherever it is that you're going to give them that class code. So I have an assignment in my speech class in Connexus where they have to submit speeches to the Google Classroom because speeches are too big for Connexus to host. So I just put the class code in Connexus and say, click this link, join this class. This is where you'll submit all your speeches. So that's a pretty simple way to use this. We're also going to get into some more detailed ways to use it. But class code, copy, paste it over. You can reset this class code. You can disable it. So say the semester's over and you don't want students to get back into this class or anything like that. You can reset it. You can disable it. You can change some of these settings here where maybe you are worried about student conversations within your class. You can set it to where only you can comment or students can only comment. They can't post and comment. I leave it all open because I want my students interacting, and I'll show you kind of how they do that later on. You will want to include this class in Guardian email summaries. So, like for instance, Allstat can't invite guardians in her class, but I can, and she has to contact system administrator to get that set up. So if this is not an option for you, you're going to need to contact somebody at district office to help you get that set up. But this is the class code kids need. Once you have kids in your class, let me show you a few other options. So you'll see over here that I have guardians listed. And I'm trying to see, I think I have some students. Oh no, all these kids have a guardian. Well, if they don't, let me see. Here we go. Okay, so to invite a guardian, you just click Invite Guardian, and then you enter their email address and say invite. And then parents get an email that prompts them to choose if they would like a daily or a weekly summary. And here's an example of what they get. So in their summary, they'll get missing work, so work that's late at the time the email was sent, upcoming work, so if it's due today or tomorrow, if they get daily emails, or if it's in the upcoming week, if they get weekly. They'll also get class activity, so any announcements you post, assignments, or questions recently posted by teachers. So this keeps parents really informed if they elect to sign in to it and allow it. They are turned off, so you just have to click that you want them on, and then you do have to manually enter the parents' emails. I just copy them over from PowerSchool. But here's what a weekly summary would look like for a student. So missing work from last week, and then what's due next week, and any activity that they completed. The parents that I have that are using it, I haven't really done a whole lot with it, but the parents that are using it say that they do really like it. So it's just kind of a nice extra resource to get parents involved and another point of contact for us. So you can see here, if it says invited, these parents have not yet joined. I can't invite this kid's guardian because I don't think he joined my classroom using his school email address. So there's that. So if I want to email all the guardians, I can. You just click this and it just pops open through your email, and then it's got all the Gmail functionality, and it just blind carbon copies everybody into it. Same thing for you can email all of your students. You can mute individual students, so then that means that they're not commenting and things like that. You can email just the guardian or just the student from here. You can remove guardians. You can add more guardians. So some of my kids, they had 2 parent emails. I added both of them, so both mom and dad are on there as guardians. So some other functionality, that we have here. If we go into the class you are enrolled in and we click on About, I've added in this link to the website. So this is the class website where all those videos are hosted, and any other additional information, just another place for kids to get that. It also will show who the teachers are in the class, and you can just click on their name to email them. If you are team teaching a class, so like Allstat and I are creating this together, and we both are contributing, and we can both grade if we want to. You just invite a teacher, and they get an email, and you just accept, and then you are co-teachers in the class. So those are just a few of the basics about just getting your classroom set up. Don't worry, there are more videos to come that are going to help you be successful at all of this. If you have any questions about any of those things, just let us know.